Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Manpreet and today I'll be talking about environmental self-care. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I'll also leave a link in the description for my other self-care videos so you can check them out. The first thing I'm going to talk about is the environment. At the end of the day, if this world didn't exist, we would not exist. So we need to start to focus on appreciating that and looking after it. Because we're looking after the world, we'll be looking after ourselves because we're looking after the home that we live in. You can start by making very small changes into your daily life that aren't too difficult but will still make a really big impact. And this is mainly about reducing your waste in general. You can start off with something small just by simply swapping the plastic bags that you use with a reusable bag. So just becoming aware of the things that we do, the things we purchase, and how they actually impact the world. Just take small steps with whatever you're comfortable with. As long as you're doing something, it's still better than nothing. So another important thing is to declutter the space that you're actually in. So this could be your office or it could be your home. Start by reorganizing your cupboards or your filing cabinets, and you can even start with organizing your files. Put everything you don't really need on an external hard drive so your laptop space is clear, and that way you feel less overwhelmed, which can help reduce unnecessary stress that we face every day. So the next thing that you can start to clear out in your environment is actually your social circle. Now, I'm not saying you have to get rid of all of your friends. Just start to become a bit more mindful about the people you spend your time with. A lot of people might naturally just drain a lot of our energy, and we just need to become aware of that. It doesn't mean we stop hanging out with them. It just means we have to set healthy boundaries for ourselves so we're not giving others more than we're giving to ourselves. It could just be telling your friends and family that you're just going to take a day off from talking and focus on whatever's going on in your own life and in your own mind. And then it could also be removing the negative people in your life. This will be a decision that you make by yourself. Once you realize and become more mindful about people's energies and intentions, you'll naturally drift away from them, and that could be really beneficial for you because it will give you all of the time to focus on yourself. And we just need to start to change our mindset that it's not selfish to put ourselves first. It's not selfish to prioritize our own feelings. And this is just a gentle reminder for all of you to make sure you're not giving too much to other people when you actually need that time for yourself. You can't pour from an empty cup. I'm sure we all have a goal to be there for everyone and provide for everyone, but we won't be able to give a lot to other people if we're not starting with ourselves. Another thing that you can start to do to take care of your environment is to be a bit more mindful about the things you buy. And this goes back to living in a very fast-paced world where we need everything instantly. Our brains have become so programmed to get everything the second we want it, and that we don't actually think about if we really need this. Over the last few years, I've started to become really mindful about the things that I buy and whether I really need them in my life. So I have this rule that I follow, that if I like something in the shop, I'll make sure I give myself a full day or two to think about it. If it's still on my mind the next day, then it means I can buy it. Whereas if I forget about it, then it clearly wasn't important to me. So this has helped me reduce a lot of unnecessary items in my home, and it's just given me a clearer space to live in, and I'm surrounded with things that I actually use and I actually need in my life, instead of a lot of unnecessary things that cause a lot of unnecessary clutter, which then causes a lot of unnecessary stress. So it's just something to be mindful about. Having a clear space makes everyone happy. It just means you have to surround yourself with things that you actually need. Another thing that you can do is connect with your community. Just going out and saying hello to your neighbors can be an act of self-care in a really different way, because we take things like that for granted. We don't really communicate with the people who live so close to us. We don't really know our neighbors anymore. And this goes hand in hand with making sure the environment that you're living in is made ideal for you. So connect with your neighbors, because you never know when you might need a favor or when they might need a favor, and having this community around you is there to remind you that you aren't alone. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a beautiful day and you enjoyed this video. Let me know if there's anything else you want me to talk about in the comments below, and I hope you have a really beautiful day. See you next time. Bye.